Because of their innate honesty, Sigma males are unable to be emotionally false with women, and this makes it easy for them to establish real connections. They dislike acting different from who they really are in order to blend in or attract someone. Although many individuals may view this negatively, Sigmas really value this quality since it prevents them from opting for a substandard relationship. A Sigma guy doesn't chase after women because he is self-sufficient and confident enough to draw them to him without putting too much effort. Many women find their mystique alluring, but it may also make them appear aloof and apathetic. They typically steer away from the games played by modern women and the notion of needing to put in a lot of effort to establish their value. Because they enjoy their own company and prefer to prioritize quality relationships, they would never fight for attention. Sigma males want a woman who is intellectually compatible with them and who holds the same fundamental values and ideas, making them seem overly demanding in their expectations. With the extremely high expectations, they may find it difficult to find partners for a long time. Without further ado, let's discuss some of the reasons why Sigma men may decide to remain single. 1. They choose to be single instead of being with the wrong match. Contrary to popular belief, being in a relationship does not necessarily make you happy. A relationship with the appropriate person may be a great source of happiness. However, what if you make the wrong choice? Should that be the case, your relationship experience can be worse. While some men remain in relationships that they are aware are unsuitable for them, the goal for Sigma guys is to prevent this at all costs. Sigma men cannot tolerate being attached to a wrong woman. They will try all in their ability to bring an end to a relationship if they believe that the other person is not worthy of their attention. Hence, by choosing to stay single, Sigma men spare themselves the bother of undergoing this uncomfortable experience. To increase their chances of finding the ideal woman, some guys choose to date multiple women at once. Sigma men, on the other hand, have a keen ability to read people, thus they rarely spend time pursuing the wrong individuals. They would rather avoid unnecessary relationship that would fail from the beginning by choosing to remain single. 2. They never pretend about their feelings when they have no interest. In order to achieve their objectives, many people act like they care about others. They keep up the pretense until the romance develops seriously and most likely results in marriage. Once the other person has invested a lot towards the relationship, they come to realize their partner had been pretending the entire time about their feelings. And shortly the relationship is destroyed, leaving the other person inconsolable. Sigma men are really sincere individuals who do not fabricate any aspect of their lives, particularly their emotions. A Sigma will transcend his comfort bubble and pursue a woman if he genuinely likes her. 3. They seek financial stability first before committing to anyone. Before taking any action, Sigma guys must always consider things out. Most individuals initially aren't aware of this, but keeping up a relationship requires a lot more than just love. To cut the chase, you need some money. This runs much deeper than just how much you're spending on dates. In a committed relationship, every man is accountable for contributing to a number of his woman's financial issues. To take care of various expenses, from bills, groceries, clothing, and many more, you must have adequate income. Even while your spouse is able to take good care of herself, as a man you must nonetheless put in some work. And when the relationship results in having children, your obligations will increase even more. As a man you cannot handle all of these responsibilities without a reliable source of income. The requirements of being in a relationship are clearly understood by Sigma men, particularly if they consider the idea of starting a family. Therefore, they ensure they have some source of money before they commit to a serious relationship. However, this doesn't exclude them from dating if they want to. They simply go cautiously and avoid jumping into serious matters too hastily. 4. Many relationships involves a lot of drama. When Sigma men enter relationships and find them to be excessively demanding, they may choose to stay single. The dramatic tendencies of women can be overwhelming to Sigma men. If such occurs repeatedly, a Sigma man may entirely disengage from relationships. He is aware that if he enters into the next relationship, a similar situation may unfold. Sigmas don't want to go through a problem over and over again. A lot of turmoil can be tolerated by some guys in relationships, yet not by Sigma men. These men avoid drama like plague. They enjoy a tranquil, stress-free existence, and if it means remaining single to achieve it, they'll never mind. However, this doesn't imply they'll never enter another relationship if they find a good woman who meets their standards. 5. They adore their space and privacy. The lone wolves isn't just a nickname given to Sigmas by accident. They would rather spend time in solitude than with others. They require ample time to be alone because they are profound thinkers. As a result, Sigma men don't require a companion that is needy and clingy. They detest being micromanaged or controlled, and if they believe their independence has been restricted, they won't be comfortable with the relationship and will cut it off. Sigma men can be the best partners you can get if you need someone you can trust and always count on. Nevertheless, these men occasionally need ample time alone to think and recharge, and they never want anyone to question or criticize their way of life. Because of their introversion, they require a little period of alone time to maintain their composure and focus. Yet, some women mistakenly believe that Sigma men are avoiding them without considering their personality traits. A Sigma could decide to remain single if he constantly encounter women who do not embrace his way of life. 6. They'd rather concentrate on their objectives. It is unquestionable that relationships require a lot of time to be invested, from going on dates, seeing families and friends, and spending together. The connection can only remain active when you occasionally spend time together, and when one person is aloof, the relationship is most at risk. However, this can be a hassle to the Sigmas who do not have frequent free time. They are goal-driven, which means they are very aware of their life objectives. Regardless of their relationship, they cut off everything that tries to divert their attention. Most Sigma men choose a solitary life so they won't have to compromise their objectives. While most couples have to give up a few of their priorities to stay together, Sigmas are incapable of doing this. Their goals are more important to them than anything else. Sigma men don't mind being single provided they can pursue their interests. 7. They enjoy making their own plans. Sigmas generally appreciate their independence, always working towards taking care of their own lives. But with a committed relationship, they'll have to interfere with their freedom and plans. While the majority of men concur, many Sigmas do not. People want the freedom to create schedules that suits them and emphasize on what they think is right. And Sigmas are no exception. They desire a life for themselves, thus are hesitant to surrender their independence. Of course, they may appear to be selfish men, but that is far from the truth. Sigma men are naturally independent and enjoy the freedom associated with it. Besides, not everyone can handle commitments in relationships, and Sigmas are much aware of this. They are unwilling to compromise their independence, particularly if they have doubts about how things will turn out. 8. They conserve their energy by making wise decisions. Because of their self-sufficiency, Sigma men aren't in a rush to form relationships and they can continue to stay single for a long time. Sigmas want to do a thorough examination in advance, in contrast to other guys, who tend to enter relationships without thinking. Most men do have numerous dates before settling down with the proper woman, should they ever succeed. And yet, for Sigma men, this is not the case. They'll focus on their craft till the proper woman comes along. In other words, Sigmas want a woman but don't need a woman to complete their life. They prefer to wait till they discover someone worthy rather than entering a relationship because of desperation. Since this is the ideal method to discover the right one, they might have many dates. However, when it comes to entering a relationship, they are extremely cautious. They are unwilling to give up their joy simply because of loneliness like most men. Sigma men live their lives to the fullest alone instead of spending time chasing after women. 9. They would rather concentrate on their passions and hobbies. Sigma men wants to live the way their heart desires. They ensure that no one can stop them from giving up what they enjoy pursuing. Sigma men will invest everything towards what they are passionate about. They become so engrossed in their favorite activities that they may no longer feel the need for a companion, particularly if they believe that someone would stop them from engaging in what they enjoy. Nevertheless, if a woman has similar interests to the Sigmas, things will be much simpler. This is the ideal fit for Sigma men, yet it's not always easy to find. 10. They're very picky. When choosing their partners for relationship, Sigmas are extremely picky. They want to ensure that the person they choose is a good fit. Sigma men aren't the type of folks who enjoy gambling and therefore don't mind being alone for some period. They resist entering a relationship with someone else too quickly. A Sigma guy will do all in his power to make a relationship stronger. He is willing to make sacrifices for his spouse, yet she has to be the correct choice. Even if it requires them to be alone for a very long time, Sigma men won't pursue a woman they don't believe is worth it.